Welcome to Vantage, Aditya. Stay till the very end, because this story does not collapse loudly. It slows down so quietly that most people miss the moment it actually fails. This empire was admired across the world, not for its armies or its wealth, but for something far more rare. It believed that power should never concentrate in one hand, that work should reflect collective wisdom, and that decisions should carry the comfort of everyone's agreement. The ruler of this empire was not insecure, not indecisive, and not afraid of responsibility. He had studied history closely and had seen how strong rulers destroyed nations by trusting only themselves. So he chose a different path, one that felt enlightened, ethical, and modern, even by ancient standards. Every important decision would involve consultation. Every major piece of work would be discussed. Every action would carry buy-in, so that no one felt ignored and no one felt overruled. In the beginning, the results looked extraordinary. People stopped resisting change because they were part of it. Officials spoke freely instead of defensively. Generals debated strategies openly rather than obeying silently. Merchants trusted policies because their opinions had shaped them. The empire felt intelligent, mature, and progressive. Participation became its identity. What no one noticed was that work had started to change its nature. Tasks did not become harder, they became heavier. Simple actions now required explanation. Clear responsibilities slowly dissolved into shared understanding. A road repair that once required one decision now needed agreement from landowners, traders, administrators, and councils. Everyone contributed insight. No one owned the timeline. When delays surfaced, the ruler defended the process calmly. He believed that speed without unity created resentment, and resentment eventually destroyed loyalty. If work had to slow down to keep everyone aligned, so be it. Encouraged by this belief, the empire leaned further into participation. More committees were formed. More voices were invited. More alignment was demanded before action. The empire became extremely good at discussion. Then something subtle happened. Urgency arrived. A distant border began to weaken, not violently, but strategically. The general requested immediate authority to respond before the situation escalated. The ruler listened. One advisor warned that a fast response could provoke conflict. Another argued that delay would signal weakness. A third suggested diplomacy. A fourth asked for more information to avoid mistakes. Every opinion sounded reasonable. Every concern felt valid. The ruler approved further discussion. By the time agreement formed, the border was already gone. No one was punished. Everyone had participated. The pattern repeated. A trade opportunity opened briefly. Committees debated fairness and long-term implications. Competitors moved faster. An internal failure occurred. Responsibility was shared widely. Correction moved slowly. The empire was still busy, still engaged, still aligned. But work was no longer flowing. People began protecting their opinions instead of delivering outcomes. Meetings multiplied. Decisions aged. Ownership became unclear. When something failed, no one felt accountable, because everyone had agreed. Sensing the slowdown, the ruler did what had always worked before. He asked for more input. This time, it broke the system. Because now, work had no clear owner, only contributors. Authority dissolved into alignment. Execution drowned under consensus. The empire did not fall to invasion. It fell to indecision. Historians later described the ruler as ethical, kind, and deeply respected. But they also recorded a harder truth. He governed democracy wisely, but he over-democratized work. And work does not survive that. Now bring this into the present. Look at many modern organizations today. Highly educated teams, strong values, open cultures, and endless collaboration. Every initiative needs buy-in. Every decision requires alignment. Every execution passes through layers of opinion. Leaders listen carefully. Teams feel heard. Yet deadlines slip quietly. Ownership blurs gradually. Speed disappears without resistance. When results suffer, no one is blamed because everyone agreed. This is not weak leadership. This is over-democratization of work. Democracy works best when setting direction. Execution works best when ownership is clear. Listening builds trust, but deciding builds momentum. The ancient empire failed not because its ruler lacked strength, but because he stopped defining who decides and who owns outcomes. Alignment is not execution. Participation is not responsibility. Consensus does not move work. Ownership does. And that is the lesson leaders still struggle to learn. If this kind of deep leadership thinking resonates with you, subscribe to Vantage Aditya, where stories are not told to impress, but to make you rethink how power, work, and responsibility actually function. Because when everyone owns the decision, no one owns the result.